Hey everybody, this is GGB. We're getting into the second divisional matchup, but this time it's going to be between the ACC Buccaneers and the Big 12 49ers. These teams actually have historic rivalry between the two. Big 12 actually beat the ACC, I believe, last year in the Conference of Champions championship. These teams have some serious beef with each other. Big 12 has kind of been a heartbreak team to the ACC. The ACC beat, I believe, the Big 12 on their path to a Conference of Champions championship 2 years ago. And then, obviously, last year, the Big 12, I think, beat them in the Conference of Champions championship the year they won it. So these two teams have some historic beef between the two of them, if you've been watching this thing for long enough. And it's going to be interesting. Obviously, the quarterbacks have some historic beef between each other. Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes rivalry games are always a lot of fun to watch. Obviously, the ACC has the better team here today. The real question is, though, can the Big 12 make up that gap with having an elite quarterback like Patrick Mahomes? Also, the defense for the Big 12 has been really kind of interestingly good. Like, it's normally not a good unit. I'll say that much. But last year it was really good. It was the reason why they ended up winning Conference of Champions championship. Their defense played extremely well. And you look at last round when they played the Conference USA Texans. I understand it's not the best team in the world. Justin Tucker to kick this ball off. The ACC is going to have the ball first here. It's going to be returnable by, I believe, D-Hop. He's going to get it to about the 27-yard line. 29-yard line, actually. They mark him before he's marked down. And the ACC has a really good squad built together this year. You look at their receiving core. Obviously, you're going to have D-Hop. You have some other really solid players on the ACC side of the ball as well. Obviously, you're going to have Dalvin Cook running the football, Mike Williams, Darren Waller, Tyler Boyd. Obviously, going to have some threats to throw to in the passing game. The big thing for the ACC is you really can't afford an injury to Dalvin Cook. That would be one of the biggest losses you could possibly have, because a loss like that would put you down 12 overall to James Conner. Under center here is Lamar Jackson, 2 tight ends set. They're going to go play action here early on. He's going to have pressure immediately, and they're going to get a sack right off the bat. Kevin White coming in up from the middle. That was a big play. Big play on defense. And as you can see right off the bat, actually, I'm sorry, not Kevin White, Kaiser White, the starting middle linebacker for this football team, 77 overall player out of West Virginia, bringing some heat on the first play, getting a sack. As you can see, they might not be one of the best defenses in the NFL, in the Conference of Champions championship, but man, they really gel as a unit. And their defense last tournament and this tournament has been playing some phenomenally great defense. Empty set here, though, for Lamar Jackson. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. He has some time here. He fires it underneath. That's going to be caught before going out of bounds. 6-yard gain there. That brings up a 3rd and 15. Catch made there by Darren Waller. That's one you're willing to give up, though. If you're the Big 12, 6-yard gain on a 2nd and 21 is not the biggest deal in the world. Just got to make sure they don't get too big yardage. Now 3rd and 15. Chance to hold them and force a punt. Actually, a 3-and-out on the first series of the game. That would be a pretty huge stop by this Big 12 defense. We'll see if they can stop him here. Shotgun here for Lamar. Looks like probably a 4-man rush by the Big 12. They bring one of the receivers in motion. They're going to go pass, obviously. He has some time here. Lamar scrambles out of the pocket. He doesn't have a lot of running room here, and he's going to run out of bounds. Oh, and Kaiser White gets hurt, and that could be important moving forward if the Big 12 is able to pull off the upset and move on here. Kaiser White would be a significant loss. Luckily enough for them, though, Jordan Hicks is their backup middle linebacker. No difference overall-wise. Kaiser White just had a little bit better stats, but still, Jordan Hicks is about the same level of player, but going to have less depth in the linebacker room suddenly with the Kaiser White injury, and that might really hurt you moving forward. But great opening possession by that Big 12 defense, and A.J. Cole III is out to punt this ball away. The punt is off. And that's a really good punt. It's going to put Tyler Lockett about the 12-yard line when he got it. Gets it up to about the 19-yard line. And onto the field comes Patrick Mahomes. And if they're going to win a conference championship, if they're going to be back-to-back winners for the first time ever, no conference, by the way, has ever won 2 tournaments. There's been 3 different winners the past 3 years, Big Ten, the ACC, and then the Big 12 last year. One of those 2 teams is going to be going out. One of those teams is going to be going out. Big Ten obviously already punched their ticket with the last game when they played the AAC. They're still going to be in the tournament. One of these 2 teams will be eliminated, though. Empty set for Patrick Mahomes. Looks like probably a 4-man rush here, maybe a blitz coming up the middle. 4-man rush. They bring a blitz off the edge. He's going to throw it deep downfield, almost intercepted. Bad decision there by Patrick Mahomes. Trying to get it deep down the field to CeeDee Lamb, I believed, on that play. But that's a weird play call. And the defense for the ACC is very good. I can't wait to watch the SEC play because as much as I talk about the Big Ten and the ACC's defense being really good, the SEC's defense is on a whole nother level. 97 overall. It's insane. Under center here with a fullback on the field. They're going to play action. He has plenty of time. He scrambles, throws on the run, and it's going to be completed all the way down to the 50-yard line. Is, you guessed it, Tyler Lockett. And if you watch this team at all, Tyler Lockett is going to be a huge part of their offense. Joe Mixon is going to be a huge part of their offense. And Marquise Hollywood-Brown last game had a great game. I don't know if that's going to stay. But you know for a fact Tyler Lockett and Joe Mixon are going to be 2 huge pieces of that offense that gel together really well. And it's weird. It's not exactly... I think it's really weird that Mark Andrews isn't used as much as you would think. Empty set here, though, by Patrick Mahomes. They bring a 4-man rush. He throws it deep down the field, almost a beautiful one-hander there by, I believe, Tyler Lockett. And Patrick Mahomes really showing off his arm here early. 3 deep passes, only one of them have been completed, but, that's all you need to hit. 2nd and 10, though. Robert Quinn being 1 is hilarious to me for some reason. Under center here with 2 tight end set is Patrick Mahomes. They might go handoff here to Joe Mixon. They do go handoff to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon is quickly stuffed for no gain. But watch out for Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon was insane. He was absolutely phenomenal in the game against Conference USA. He really owned the Conference USA Texans in every meaning of the word. So we'll see how that goes today. Big 3rd and 10, though, coming up for Patrick Mahomes in this offense. Shotgun here, 3-man rush. He's going to scramble out of the pocket. He has some running room ahead of him, but he's going to be tackled for only about a 7-yard gain. But it's not going to be enough to pick up the first down. Brings up a 4th and 4. Kyle Shanahan's an aggressive head coach, but I believe even he punts it here. They have a very good special teams. You look at their special teams, obviously Justin Tucker's the best kicker in the NFL, but Tress Way, also 83 overall punter. So chance to pin him here. I think even Kyle Shanahan probably punts this ball, even with Patrick Mahomes. They are going to punt it with Tress Way. They're going to try and pin him deep. Tress Way's punt is off. It's going to land up at the 5-yard line. It's going to roll, and it's going to stop right at the 3-yard line. Great punt there by Tress Way. And this is why you punt, guys. If you have a punter that can do that, then you're in a great position to possibly get a stop here and get the ball back in excellent field position. And onto the field comes the ACC offense. And this is where I think they're going to really thrive, is when they're forced to run the football. Dalvin Cook is one of the best running backs in the entire NFL. Obviously, probably Derrick Henry has that title. But Dalvin Cook's up there as maybe 2 or 3, one of the best running backs in the NFL. Under center with a 2 tight end set is Lamar Jackson. They're going to go hand off to Dalvin Cook, and he's going to run and quickly get tackled for about no gain. But there's a flag on the play. It might be holding, and it's going to be an interesting call. If you're still in the end zone, okay, it wasn't still when he was still in the end zone, so it's going to be 1st and 10. They're going to actually decline it. Weird call there by Kyle Shanahan. I probably would have accepted that maybe. But, it was only going to push him back, I guess, a yard. And they only ended up getting 2 yards on that play. So, 2 tight ends set once again for the ACC. Darren Waller and David Njoku. Actually, pass here for Lamar Jackson. He Great play. Oh, great, phenomenal play there by Lamar Jackson. Looks off, I believe, Jordan Hicks over the middle, and then throws it underneath to Gabe Neighbors, their fullback. It's only a 66 overall player out of Florida State. Fullbacks aren't typically used a lot, but, sometimes they are. Trips to the bottom of the set. Shotgun here is Lamar Jackson. He's going to go pass here. Four-man rush. He fires it quickly to, I believe that one was to Darren Waller again. Darren Waller quickly becoming, Mike Williams. Sorry, Mike Williams gets the catch there to Sean Elliott there with the tackle. Mike Williams is a name that normally gets a lot of attention for the ACC Buccaneers. Shotgun here for Lamar. It looks like possibly a three-man rush. They do bring a blitz, though. He's able to fire out of it, and he has a lot of running room. And he's going to get all the way down to the 39, 40-yard line. Great play made there by Tyler Boyd, I believe. Tyler Boyd, first catch of the ballgame for 18 yards. And expect them to use all of their receivers a good amount. All of them deserves a good amount of attention. They're all really great players in their own right. D-Hop, obviously the best of them, but Mike Williams and Tyler Boyd are all going to receive a lot of attention from this offense, and as they should. They're very good receivers, and they can make some big-time plays if they're given the chance. So, ACC's getting a drive together, start at their own 3-yard line, up to the 39-yard line, 36 yards so far on the drive. Under center here is Lamar. Takes the snap. He has some time to pass. He scrambles out of the pocket. He has some running room. He's going to make a juke move. He's going to get tackled 1 yard short of that first down marker. But, expect Lamar to run. That is something that you should be expecting if you're the Big 12. Lamar Jackson is a mobile quarterback. And obviously, Bruce Arians is coaching for Tom Brady. So there's not going to be a lot of read options in this offense. But Lamar Jackson's going to make his own. Shotgun here for Lamar. He's going to go pass quickly, almost intercepted there. First incompletion of the ballgame for Lamar. And that was very close to being an interception. Dangerous pass there. 3rd and inches coming up. You probably just run this up the middle with Dalvin Cook. You have faith in him. 2 tight end set with Waller and Njoku. Under center is Lamar Jackson. He's going to hand it off to Dalvin Cook, and he's going to easily pick up that first down a little bit more. Gets it on the 48-yard line to the other side. About 4 yards on that play. And honestly, the ACC Buccaneers starting to have a drive going. Start at their own 3-yard line all the way onto the other side of the field. They've been playing some pretty good football on this drive. First third down to the first third down to the drive for them. They convert it. Gets 30 inches, but still. 1st and 10 coming up. And Lamar Jackson is going to go under center once again. 2 tight end set. He takes the snap. He's going to pass. He has time. One of the tight ends is blocking. Fires on the run. To get it over the middle. 30-yard line is D-Hop. D-Hop is going to be involved a lot. Expect to see a lot of D-Hop in this game. He's their number 1 receiver for a reason. He's a 97 overall player. He's one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in all of football. D-Hop is great, and it's going to be a mismatch for anyone that's trying to cover that man. 1st and 10 coming up from the 29-yard line for the ACC. Chance to put some points on the board. 3 tight end set here, putting Logan Thomas onto the field. Under center is Lamar Jackson. They're going to go handoff to the outside, and it's going to be corralled and tackled for about a loss of 2 on that play. Actually, loss of 1, they mark it. Great defense made there by Kazir White. Kazir White's back in the game, everyone. Was not an injury that lasted very long, so good for Kazir getting back in this football game and making some plays. So great defense there by the Big 12. And I'm excited to see this defense moving forward. This defense has the ability to be really, really good. This offense, obviously has some elite offensive players on it. ACC is a contender to win it all this year. So we'll see. This is the last year they're getting the Bucs, by the way, too. 3 tight end set. Once again, damn it. They're going to bring Logan Thomas in motion, I believe. Under center is Lamar Jackson. They're going to hand off Dalvin Cook. He has a wide open lane to the left, and he's going to run it all the way to get first down. 12 yards in that play. Great run by Dalvin Cook. Adrian Phillips there with the tackle. Expect to hear the names of the safeties quite a lot. Quandre Diggs, Deshaun Elliott, and Adrian Phillips are all very valuable pieces on this football team. So expect to hear their names a lot. Great run there by Dalvin Cook. And Dalvin Cook is going to be used a hell of a lot too. This ACC Bucs team. And they have a solid drive going. Chance to get a first touchdown and take the first lead of the ball game. Shotgun here for Lamar Jackson. He's going to bring his receiver in motion. He takes the snap. 4-man rush. He has some time here. He scrambles on the run. He throws on the run. That's going to be wildly inaccurate by Lamar. And I don't understand why some of the quarterbacks do that, if I'm going to be honest. You have a very steady pocket. You don't have to start running yet. And honestly, there wasn't a wide open guy there. You could have run and gotten some yards. Instead, you throw a weird angle. Trips to the top of the set. Under center here is Lamar Jackson. He's going to take the snap. 4-man rush. He has time. He fires it. And that's going to be caught to the 3-yard line. Great catch made there by David Njoku. David Njoku's first catch of the ballgame, the number 2 tight end for this football team. But David Njoku is a great tight end in his own right. Jason Verrett there with the tackle. Brings up a 1st and goal. And this has been a great drive. They've gone 94 yards, and if they cap this off with a touchdown, it's a 97-yard touchdown drive. Good enough defense there, but unfortunately just not enough to stop it from being a completion. 2 tight end set here for Lamar under center. Receivers to the top of the set. They're going to move one of their corners in. They're actually going to go pass here. He has time. He fires it. Touchdown! Darren Waller. Darren Waller scores his first touchdown of the ball game, and the ACC Bucs look to take a 7-0 lead. And for Patrick Mahomes in this offense, that was a wake-up call. Your defense did a great job the opening possession, but I mean, the offense just showed you that this might just be a shootout game. And in a shootout game, you probably want Patrick Mahomes, but the ACC's defense is really good this year. Kick is up, and it is good by Harrison Butker. Patrick Mahomes not used to facing his teammate in Harrison Butker, but he's going to have to this time. Yeah, great drive there by the ACC Buccaneers. Defense, though, for the Big 12 49ers did not look as good as it did the opening drive, but the ACC Bucs take an opening lead. And by the way, if you were wondering, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers home field advantage that we'll be seeing is fire the cannons. Home team players have their fatigue temporarily replenished while in the red zone. So that's going to be pretty helpful for this football team moving forward. It's going to be interesting. 7-0 lead, though, for the Big 12. For the ACC. Big 12 has a chance to respond here. A.J. Cole kicks it off, and it's going to be taken for a knee in the end zone by Tyler Lockett. And this is your chance, if you're the Big 12, to have a response drive. ACC just went the entire way down the field, had a big response to that punt that put them into the 3-yard line. Great drive. You're gonna have to match that if you're the Big 12 49ers. Luckily, you don't have to go as far. You only have to go 75 yards instead of 97. But still, you're gonna have to go 75 yards. And you have to have a response drive here. They bring their fullback, Andrew, back onto the field. Under center here is Patrick Mahomes. They're going to go hand off to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon really has no room to run here today. Really nowhere to go for the Big 12 here. And poor old Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon and Chris Carson and even David Montgomery, for that matter, just really had their way against Conference USA. And really not going that way early today. Shotgun here for Patrick Mahomes. He brings his receiver in motion. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. He's going to have some running room, and he takes off. He scrambles, actually throws on the run. What a pass by Patrick Mahomes. Throw it across his body that accurately to CeeDee Lamb. And this is just the Patrick Mahomes thing that you just can't account for. He doesn't have the best receiving core. Definitely not. There's a reason why of the 6 major teams, his team finished 6th overall-wise. But Patrick Mahomes has enough to carry this team to a Conference of Champions championship. For goodness sakes, the Big 12 has been in the Conference of Champions championship 2 out of the past 3 years. It didn't win it the first time. Lost a heartbreaker to the Big 10. But 1st and 10, 3 tight end set here with Andrews, Jarwin, and Swaim all on the field. Under center is Patrick Mahomes. They're going to hand off to the outside. Actually, Joe Mixon has some running room here. He's going to take it all the way down to the 34-yard line of the other team. Big run there by Joe Mixon. Finally getting some space in the open field. Getting on the outside. Finds himself a hole, and he runs straight through that hole. Hits it hard, and he runs all the way to the 34-yard line. This is a solid statement response by the Big 12 49ers. And this is a chance to be a kind of shootout game. You have 2 of the better quarterbacks in this tournament playing against each other. I'm kind of interested to see how this goes. Honestly, I kind of want a Big 10, Big 12 championship with Tom Brady, rematch Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes. But under center here is Patrick Mahomes, 2 tight end set. He's going to go handoff once again, and just Mixon's going to be eaten alive. Just nowhere to run for Joe Mixon today. Tackle made there by Calais Campbell. And we should talk about the defensive line for the ACC because it is a very, very good unit. You're talking about up the middle, you got DJ Reader and BJ Hill. On the outside rushers, you got Aaron Donald with Calais Campbell. So just some elite pass rushers. Shotgun here for Patrick Mahomes. He takes the snap. They bring a blitz. He has time, though. He fires, and it's going to be a first down conversion. Getting the ball quickly to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb suddenly becoming a favorite receiver for Patrick Mahomes. Second catch of the ball game. The only other receiver I know that